Hi boys and girls, today we are on Unit 4, Lesson 9. These are multi-step word problems which are very similar to what we have been doing in the previous lessons. Today we're going to talk about hidden questions that are in some of these word problems and how to figure out what those are. So let's look at number 1 together on page 215. Eli reads 6 pages in a book each night. Shelby reads 8 pages each night. How many pages altogether will Eli and Shelby read in 1 week? Do you see a hidden question in that word problem at all? What information do we need to figure out before we can answer that question? We need to know how many days there are in 1 week. So right here is our hidden question. Oops, sorry, I always do that, don't I? Have to get my pencil ready. Okay, we need to know how many days are in 1 week before we can write an equation to solve this problem. So we know that there are 7 days in 1 week. So we need that number 7 in our equation to solve our problem. So a possible equation that we could write would be 7, because there are 7 days in 1 week, times the number of pages that Eli read, which is 6. Oops, it looks like I crossed it out, I'm sorry. There are 6 pages that Eli read, right? Plus 7 days in 1 week again, times the number of books that Shelby read, which is 8, equals the amount of pages. So this is the equation for Eli. This is the equation for Shelby. So now we need to solve each part of that equation. So let's do 7 times 6 first, which is 7 times 6 is, I'm going to give you a second to think about it, 42 plus 7 times 8 equals, let's think about that for a minute, 7 times 8 equals 56, equals P. How do we solve for P? I need to write this up and down vertically so I can add these easier. 6 plus 2 equals 8. 5 plus 4 equals 9. So P equals 98. So when it says to use equations to solve, this would be the work that I need you to show. It says show your work. So please use this area in here in your workbook to write these equations out and to solve for P. Okay, because I don't want you to just solve the problem and write P equals 98, because I need to see your equation so I know if you made a mistake, I can go back and look and say, oh, he said that 7 times 6 was 52. That's where he made his mistake. So I need to be able to see your work so I can see where you made a mistake, if you made a mistake. So number 1, P equals 98. I'm going to erase our work here so I have room to write for number 2. All right, so number 2 reads, I'm going to use blue this time. Number 2 reads, excuse me. Min Sue is ordering 5 pizzas for a party. Each pizza will be cut into 8 slices. 3 pizzas will have multiple toppings, and the others will be plain cheese. How many slices of plain cheese pizza is Min Sue ordering for the party? Okay, so first, we need to figure out what the hidden question is. What information do we need to find out before we can answer this question? So Min Sue is ordering 5 pizzas for a party. So she's ordering a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pizzas. Each pizza will be cut into 8 slices. 1. I don't even know if that's 8. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 8 slices in each pizza. Sorry for my terrible drawing. 3 pizzas are going to have multiple toppings. I'm going to write MT for multiple toppings. The others will be plain cheese. So that leaves us with this. Cheese. All right, how many slices of plain cheese pizza is Min Sue ordering for the party? So our hidden question was we needed to figure out how many pizzas are plain cheese. So through our drawing, we figured out that 2 pizzas are going to be plain cheese. So now we need to write an equation for this problem. All right, so let's do this. 5 pizzas minus 3 pizzas because we're subtracting the cheese pizzas times 8 because there are 8 slices in each pizza. So we're doing 5 times 3 first because it's in parentheses. So whatever is in parentheses we do first equals S for slices. Okay, so 5 minus 3 is 2. So we know there are 2 cheese pizzas times 8 because each pizza has 8 slices. 2 times 8 equals, I'll give you a minute to figure that out. 2 times 8 equals 16. So S equals 16. So there are 16 slices of pizza. The question says, how many slices of plain cheese pizza is Min Sue ordering for the party? So with our drawing, you probably could have figured that out. There's 8 here, there's 8 here. So 8 plus 8 equals 16. However, I still need you to write an equation so I can see your work. All right. Another equation would have been, or could be, 5 times 8 minus 3. You could have taken all 5 pizzas, multiplied that by 8 for the slices, then subtract 3 for the multiple toppings, and that equals S. So either this equation or this equation would be correct. So there's 2 different ways you can write equations. All right, that is number 2. I'm going to erase this. Oh, you know what? I didn't write the answer. So S equals 16. Sorry, this takes a while. I wish there was a faster way. Okay, now let's do number 3. And this will be the last one we're going to do together. I'll do red for my pen. Jasmine and Maury each received the same number of party favors last month. Each bag contained 8 favors. If Jasmine and Maury received a total of 48 favors, how many party favor bags did they each receive? Okay, so think about what information you need to solve before we can solve that problem. How many bags did they receive altogether? We're going to need to know that before we can write our equation. So Jasmine and Maury each received the same number of party favor bags last month. Each bag contained 8 favors. If Jasmine and Maury received a total of 48 favors, how many party favor bags did they each receive? Okay, so we're going to take 48 divided by 2, because there's 2 people. I'm going to put that in parentheses so we solve that first. And we're going to divide that by 8 because each bag contained 8 favors. That will tell us how many bags each person received. So 48 divided by 2 is what we're going to do first because it's in parentheses. Remember, we always do the parentheses first. So now we can start solving. 48 divided by 2 is 24. Divided by 8 equals B. How many times does 8 go into 24? 3 times. 8 times 3 is 24. Good, nice job. So each person received 3 bags. How many party favor bags did they each receive? So B equals 3. Okay, nice job, boys and girls. You can either do 4 and 5 on your own, or we can skip those two and you can go on and do page 216 on your own. Please remember to show your work on the side of your paper in this area. Don't just write the answer like I did here. I showed my work on this side here. I need to see your equations and how you worked out the problem so I can go and look at it and see where your mistake was if you made a mistake. All right, if you have any questions, please reach out to me at any time and we can do a Google Hangout and I can answer questions that way or leave you comments on Seesaw as well. Have a good day, you guys.